Yeah, hi guys. We are back again here, and this time we will be reviewing an ODI series. Yes, in cricketing terms, this series is like the battle of minnows, as we can say in the cricketing world. So not much has been thought about these teams. Mostly, these teams are famous for their roasting memes and culture, especially the team in maroon, which will be led by our very own Varad Vaichal, the head of the worldwide conglomerate, I would say. That's the team West Indies, and then roasting Pakistan is as good as a usual thing for the Indians as we do, which will be done by Mr. Ayan, who is like a new joinee and a colleague of us at the worldwide. So, hi, both of you, and welcome to this exciting topic like West Indies versus Pakistan ODIs. With World Cup 2027 not in sight, but at least a 1 year away with in between. So, what do you think about the math of both of these teams? I start with Varat sir. West Indies team, we knew them as the perennial giants in the cricket in the limited format 1975 वो वेस्ट इंडीज टीम तो बहुत ही हालत थी उधर that was like the invincible teams even in 1990s the West Indies team was a different team but for the past few years this West Indies teams has lost its charm in the white ball cricket especially in the one day format. So what do you think about this West Indies team who didn't even make to the World Cups in the last year
Yes,
World
and
Cup in the last year, and also had lost against Netherlands in the qualifiers.
that is a problem,
What?
right? They have been consistently not playing good cricket. There's a difference between playing good cricket consistently and consistently playing not playing good cricket. They lost against England by 3-0 in the ODI series as well. But now they are at their home ground. But we should not forget they lost the T20 International Series as well against Pakistan as well, 2-1. To all the viewers, West Indies is again on the cusp of missing out on direct qualification because this time 2027 ODI World Cup is a 14 team tournament. It's not a 10 team tournament. We are expanding it. So out of 14, 10 teams are going to have an automatic qualification on the basis of rankings. So 10 teams out of which 10 position is West Indies 77 points, but there is a clause in it. South Africa and Zimbabwe will automatically qualify. So that means that Zimbabwe, who is at 11th position, they will jump direct to direct qualification, and West Indies will have to play the qualifiers again in the World Cup qualifiers 2026, 2027. So that might have happen again. West Indies, they have to start winning because before it's too late. And on earth, I don't understand how Alzar Joseph's workload is being managed. I mean, seriously, this ODI series is very much important for you. How Darren Sam is saying that you take a break. We need you. Oh, come on, this ODI series it won't come again. You're playing at your home ground. At least win a match because Pakistan being Pakistan, they are mercurial. They will come at you into your face. They will find a way to produce match winners. This is a complete unpredictable Pakistan side, but they will give you a tough fight. And for Indian fans, we have to change our time clock again. Like Ayan and me are very much aware to it. Like matches are at 11:30 p.m. Sometimes it's 7:30 p.m. It's sometimes 7:30 p.m. So we are going to get used to it. But West Indies, this side, I mean Darren Sammy, there has been given too much excessive power over selecting the squads and everything. You lost against England by 3-0. You didn't even put up a fight, not at all. And that might happen again with Pakistan because the reason behind this is Mike Hassan, Pakistan's new head coach, is doing wonders with the team. They won T20 International Series against all odds. Pakistan is Pakistan. They're happy. They got a PSL coach and now as a head coach, Pakistan head coach. So what do you make out of it, Ayan?
Yeah, hi everyone. Thanks for having me once again. Yes, Pakistan
Yeah,
is in a much better position than West Indies. If you look at the points table, they have 104 points and in fourth place. So they don't need to worry about qualification. But they'll also want to improve their one day cricket game because they had a very disastrous Champions Trophy, as we know, where they finished bottom of the points table, even below Bangladesh. And then they went to New Zealand and in April 2025 lost all three matches to New Zealand and suffered a whitewash. So they will want to improve the one-day cricket game also looking ahead, which they can because they Mohammad Rizwan and Babar Azam are back in the side, and you've got Shaheen Afridi. Naseem Shah also in the side. So they've got a mixture of youth and experience, and they will come hard at West Indies. Looking at both the teams, I feel both are evenly matched. But looking at current form and especially what has happened in the T20 series, I think Pakistan will be definitely be confident of getting the better of West Indies and winning this series, say by two matches to one. I think that's what my early prediction is
Okay.
at the moment.
My counter question to Ayan is Pakistan is a highly unpredictable team. And whenever we see that team, it's like कि जितनी लो रैंक टीम होती है पाकिस्तान उतने लो रैंक जाती क्रिकेट खेलती है. It's not like Pakistan will dominate, make 375 runs in 50 overs and win at 150 runs versus West Indies. Pakistan will go at much low as West Indies, and that gives West Indies a chance that they might spring the surprise on Pakistan. Saying so, the unpredictability lies in the coach itself because now Mike Hassan has been declared as the coach of Pakistan team. He doesn't believe in the factor like Babar Azam is the greatest player or everything like the previous coach. और neither he is in for मोहम्मद रिजवान as well. और रिजवान के एक्टिंग तो सबको पता है. Sometimes cram, sometimes acting. But seeing this West Indies on the wicket. So, seeing so, what do you think, Ayan, that what Pakistan cricket should follow in this series? Because it's like Pakistan is a highly unpredictable. कल वो 2-1 भी हार सकते हैं because recently we saw in Bangladesh, they have lost very badly to Bangladesh also. So on their pitches. So this pitch is in West Indies. The conditions are different. Pakistan might win against them on these conditions, but seeing the pitch and different condition, Pakistan may also have a danger of faltering. So, what do you have to take about the overall structure of the Pakistan team, in such the bowlers, the batsers, etc.?
Yes, you're right about that. I mean, yes, Pakistan is very unpredictable, and for all we know, they may lose the series as well if they don't perform to their potential, and if West Indies can take that advantage of it. But the problem I see is even if Pakistan has a meltdown, there's a possibility that West Indies might match them and suffer an even better meltdown. No, that is the problem. It's a clash between two unpredictable teams, and that's why it's going to be a very fascinating series. I think if you look at it, I think they've got the batting balance right. They'll miss Fakhar Zaman, I think, Pakistan, because he has been ruled out due to an injury. So that's a bit of a hole there. Sam Ayub will be the key, and of course, Babar Azam will be very intent to get back into some form because he's been in wretched form lately. Mohammad Rizwan, we know what he brings to the table. And then you've got Salman Ali Aga. And then with the ball, I think it's down to Shaheen Shah, Freedy, and Naseem Shah to do the bulk of the bowling. And I think I'm very interested in how Sufyan Mukim goes. I hope he gets all three matches. And of course, Mohammad Nawaz, because I think he had a good T20 series also. So they've got the balance right. And I think if you look at the balance wise, from both sides, I think Pakistan slightly ahead at this stage. But things can change. As you said, Pakistan are unpredictable. If they perform very badly and if West Indies can take advantage of it, for all we know, West Indies can win this series.
Varad sir, West Indies has the advantage of Shea Hope. The Shea Hope is like the super consistent batter with them. When it comes versus his records versus Pakistan are also too great. So apart from Shea Hope, they have many new faces as well. Shimran Hetmeyer comes back in the ODS setup as well. So how you think the whole West Indies team, because as you say, if Alzari Joseph has been rested, Shamar Joseph is another name which is drawing in the circuit around in West Indies. He has might not have done so much in the white ball cricket, but this might be his chance to deliver in white ball cricket as well. So how do you look at the overall West Indies team and its structure?
They have a
Even they
Jaden
have good
Seals as
spinners
well.
in
They,
Dudakesh, Moti and all. Yeah.
Yes, they recently won ODI series against England in West Indies in 2024. So they have seen some good days as well. They have lost against Sri Lanka in the ODI series as well in 2024. It's a mixed bag. Darren Sam is making sure that the team is speaking, that they are performing, but it will take time. And West Indies, they have got Shea Hope, as you said. The only hope for them, the biggest hope that they will perform really, really well. And also, I just checked now, Shimron Hetmyer is not in the ODI squad. He's not there. Roshan Chase is there. They also have got the services of Sherfan Rutherford, a permanent member in white ball squad. We can say Romare Shepherd is there. So a good T20 squad, I would say. There are not ODI batters in it. You need ODI batters who can bat 100 balls, score 70, 80 runs, bat a strike rate of 60, 70 is also good. That's the difference. Only Shea Hope, you're dependent, not at all a good thing. Because what just happened in 2025 Champions Trophy, we all saw Pakistan but making multiple changes and all that thing. West Indies didn't even qualify. That's the biggest concern for West Indies. Two white ball, 50 over tournaments, you didn't even qualify. In T20 World Cup 2024, you missed out on the knockout semi-finals. Three events, not at all good sign. ICC, WWC, we should not talk about it because their performance is getting very worse day by day. We saw against Australia how 27 all out, all that happened thing. West Indies is losing its importance. They need this series. They need this series to win, to what we say, to rekindle, to make them again invincible. See, calling again those experts or veteran cricketers like Clive Lloyd, Sir Vivian Richards, and everything won't help. It's a matter of the mindset. Against Australia, we saw the mindset. Me and I, we were both covering the matches and everything. We saw the mindset and everything. Even in the T20 internationals, losing the matches by 5-0, you will say Australia won the toss and they won the series. No, it's not about that. It's the mindset. In the T20 international series, you won one good match with the brilliance of Jason Holder, and then in the third one, you lost it again. It's about the mindset. West Indies needs to make sure that when they are playing, no, consider this as your last match because they are on the very bad cusp of getting sidelined into Division 2 of Test cricket. ODI cricket World Cup is uncertainty. They might not, according to my analysis prediction, they might not directly qualify. And this T20 side also is not doing anything great, even after having so many big hitters and everything. Scoring 200 runs, we saw how they brutally lost against Australia. They were just making fun. Again, Roshan Chase, we saw how Team David smashed a century and everything. The problem here is not with the players. You will chop and change, chop and change. It's about the mindset. The coach is not able to bring the mindset. So what you do, you change the coach. Don't do that. Even if West Indies loses stress or ODI season, don't make that change now because ODI World Cup is around the corner. We have to make the most out of it. Find a winning combination, and for God's sake, have some control over your players. Don't give NOCs. Don't give NOCs to the franchisee leagues. Have some authority. Bring on Shimon Hetmyer. Why is not playing? Where is the middle order of yours? Where is the middle order? Again, fragile, brittle middle order. That is the problem. No, West Indies, unless and until they have the control over their place, so they won't succeed. And don't be surprised if they again don't qualify for ODI World Cup 2027 because associate nations, the likes of Netherlands, Scotland, Ireland is not an associate, but the other they are fighting very hard. Nepal, UAE, they are working very hard day in and day out. They deserve to be qualifiers. Just because having big names doesn't guarantee you are playing for the World Cup games. West Indies, it's your time now. It's very late to be honest, but you still have time. You can still regroup and you can still find a way. Darren Sammy is doing to bring out the inner motivation and everything. But after all, it's all about the players. There has to be camaraderie. West Indies team, tell me which West Indies team we remember. We remember only Darren Savvy West Indies team, right? That 2012 and 2016 side. It's been 10 years. We don't remember any West Indies side, not at all. We remember Aussie side, we remember South African, we remember recently New Zealand side, India side. We remember all these sides. But the last 10 years, we don't remember West Indies. Was there any West Indies side? To be honest, they missed on 2017 Champions Trophy. 2019 ODI World Cup was a disastrous for them. 2021, nothing happened. 2022, nothing happened. Just only question marks are there. 10 years, Western Street is lost. They have to find themselves again.
Yeah, my final question to both of you. Saying that this series is like a three-match ODI series between West Indies and Pakistan, but what would be the relevance of this team series to both the teams? And what are your predictions about the relevance in the sense that was the now the hype is starting all about the Asia Cup, which is happening from September, which is in T20 format as a practice for the next year's World Cup. So this series is like one of the series like it's like for the cricket lovers. This series is like if they want to see, they can see it. If they want to avoid, they can avoid it. Similar like to the New Zealand Zimbabwe Test series that no one is speaking about it. So what is the your take on the relevance of this series to both the teams? And what are your predictions for the teams which actually you both support, like Varad sir for West Indies and Ayan for Pakistan? Your take, and as we wrap up this video. Yeah.
Ayan, you go ahead
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, okay, fine. So basically, relevance for the series. Yes, I understand with a lot of things going on, people might not be interested in seeing the series, but I think it's relevant for West Indies more than Pakistan for the simple reason for the qualification for the 2027 World Cup. They need these points. They will be desperate to win a series, and they have a good home record, to be fair to them. I mean, they won the last three bilateral ODI series at home, with the West Indies, two against England and one against Bangladesh. So we know that. So they'll be desperate. For them, it will be very much relevant. For Pakistan, also, it is more relevant in the sense they will also want to come back to winning ways in the ODI format because after losing the Champions, after doing so badly in the Champions Trophy, which they hosted, and also losing to Pakistan, New Zealand 0-3, they'll be wanting to come back and doing well against the West Indies. So that's why the relevance is there for both the teams individually to see how it goes. Prediction wise, I think I had already predicted earlier. I'm going to stick to it. 2-1, I'm going for Pakistan to win the series.
Okay, and if you ask me the relevance World Cup 2027, we should be very happy that ICC has stretched the teams to 10 to 14. Like two World Cups with only 10 teams. Now associate will be there, 14 team ODI World Cup. Actually, we are little bit behind. Like 2007 was the World Cup when we had 16 ODI World Cups. It took 20 years and we are only 14 teams. We will not get into that. But so West Indies, I am backing them to win this because West Indies in their home ground they are a different beast. And see, Darren Sam is of very much involved into the game in the dugout, in the what you call the dressing room. He is giving some signs to Shea Hope to bring in this bowler, use cross seam and other things. So he is very much into the game. And Pakistan is Pakistan. Like they are very much unpredictable. Now Mike Hassan will be tested. I will be very fascinated to see how Mike Hasson's coaching works now because Mike Hassan doesn't know how ODI team Pakistan is. Because no matter how many stars they have brought in together, they can fall like a pack of cards. And we should not forget they have got Jaden Seals, the very good fast bowler. He can create a havoc with the new ball. So I'm backing West Indies to win, but it won't be easy. At least I would say first is a day-night game in West Indies as well, and also in Indian Standard Timing. It's 11:30 p.m. IST. We have to be change the time clock. Time zone as well, so it's a day-night game. So Dew might come into the game. You have a chance, and there is rain also predicted, so be ready for everything. I'm expecting West Indies to win the first one because it will give them a good sign. And also we should not forget that ODI series, white ball series, is again going to boom blossom because Australia South Africa is going to play a white ball series just on 10th of August. They're going to play three ODIs, three T20s, and in September we have got Asia Cup and everything. So all the cricket fans, like we had a test match summer of five test matches. Now it's going to be a white ball summer. So be ready for it. We are going to cover it all this, and you heard the predictions from both of us. Anup sir, before closing out your prediction for the series, what do you think?
So for me, this series is of as asked you that question for the reason because for me, I will see this series as a neutral perspective. That if anything significant happens in the series, that would be a great highlight point for me. We win this series. Otherwise, I would be just ignoring this series as just one of the other bilateral series. Not much interested in this series, but yes, as hearing your both point of views, West Indies has a lot to prove at their home conditions, especially when conditions are in their at home. And Pakistan, yes, they also have a lot to prove if they don't have to give their own trollers or their own YouTubers the chance to troll their team. So Pakistan too has a chance to prove themselves as well as West Indies. So my prediction has been a neutral when I expect, like Varad sir said, the West Indies to win at their home, but Pakistan, as unpredictable as it is, it then might spring the surprise. So I am neutral in this series. I am other with no one in this series. That's my prediction.
Let's see who wins, but cricket is going to win. That is the ultimate. And this World Cup, like we have to thank our ICC chairman, Mr. Jayesh, and everyone, all the board associates. Like we have increased the teams. So the World Cup is in South Africa, Zimbabwe, and Namibia. That 2003 memories, all that refresh will be there, flashback will be there, because it's going to be a very good World Cup. Like South Africa, they haven't hosted World Cup since 2007 T20 World Cup. We all saw that how India lifted the World Cup in T20 World Cup and all that things. So 2027 after 20 years. So let's see whether West Indies can win it or not, this ODI series. But Pakistan will be tested more than West Indies, because Pakistan will be under pressure against a weak West Indies side who has seen a lot of tough times and are going to see, I would say, is not going to be an easy series victory for anyone. So thank you everyone. Thank you Anup sir for joining us. Thank you Ayan, Chatterjee for joining us. We will be back, and also we will be back with Australia, South Africa, like Aussies. The Kangaroos will be there in the form of me. Will be there, and also we will have Anup sir with us in the videos, and hopefully Ayan as well in the videos going ahead. So we will be back with that video. Stay tuned with us. Thank you everyone. Bye.
Thank you.